The Hispanic and black videos were literally full of stats about how black people commit a lot of crime, how Hispanics immigrate a lot, how and nothing. Here, a white video, 9 minutes of pure nothing. All right, let's open Pandora's box. Yesterday, I did a video on some guy ranking the 10 most Hispanic states, but that video was very weird. He made a lot of comments that were really strange. He gave like a lot of statistics on how Hispanics are gonna like double their population and they commit crime and whatever. So I just wanted to check if his other videos on African Americans, Asian Americans, and white Americans are just as bad. So, because I received a lot of comments of people saying, yeah, those videos are kind of bad. So let's go. By the way, holy shit. By the way, look at the first line of the description. Wow, the US has a lot of black Americans. Who says that?
And I never will forget the day.
Okay,
we
yeah, the
met. Girl,
music.
gonna miss you.
Like-
I slam it, jam it, and make sure it's broke. Crisscross will make you jump, jump. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. We are a part of the Rhythm Nation. Hi, everyone. Today I'm turning in my video book report called The Blackest States in America. America is a very diverse place. According to Wikipedia, there are 7 major races in America.
Holy shit. What's up with the speed, man? Jesus, relax.
White Americans make up 75%, Hispanics or Latinos make up 12.5%, Black or African Americans make up 12.3%, and as you can see, other races make up about 5%. In the year 2000, Latinos passed Blacks to become the biggest minority in the US. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk about the states with the biggest black population, talk about famous black Americans, and reference a handful of black stereotypes. And before you freak out, keep in mind, we did a video on the whitest states in America where we had fun with modern day white stereotypes. Being white is so much less cool than it once was.
Oh,
Which states are hanging?
What the fuck? He actually said that. Someone on the comments said like he said being white today was not cool. And like he was so proud of that moment that he actually put it on this video. What the fuck does that mean? Like being white is not cool today? First of all, that's not true. Like no one is saying that. And I am on Twitter and Reddit like half my day, and I never see those type of comments. One and two, if today being white is not cool, which we already said it's not true, when was it cool? Like, do you mean like in the 50s? Like that was cool? Being white was cool in the 50s? Maybe even early. What about the 1900s?
On to their whiteness
It's fucking
the most.
ridiculous, dude.
You could probably make a pretty good guess. It's the places where white people are still doing what white people do. You know,
Are
hunting,
still doing.
fishing, golfing, and being white.
Oh my god.
Keep in mind,
What a terrible joke, you know? Are the states where white people are still doing white people things like being white? Dude, if you're gonna do a joke like that, at least make a
any
good joke.
stereotypes I reference are not my personal opinion. Don't freak out. So in honor of Black History Month, which just passed, let's begin our analysis on the blackest states.
How considerate. He make this video for Black History Month. I'm sure it's gonna be very charitable.
In America. We begin our tour of the blackest states in America with the state of Tennessee.
Tennessee.
In
Good
Tennessee,
old Tennessee.
the percentage of black residents is
Country music.
16.7%. For comparison, the whitest state in America, Montana, the black population is 0.2%.
0.2. Holy
There are
shit.
also only 2,359 black Americans in the entire state of Montana. In Memphis, more than 2/3 of the population.
Yo, I'm really gonna speed this up because this guy is boring as hell.
Other cities in Tennessee with a majority of blacks include Bolivar,
A
Brownsville,
majority
and
of
Whiteville.
blacks.
Most of Tennessee's black population
blacks,
lived in the
you
condition
know,
of
he's
slavery from the colonial era
gonna
until
use
the
that
conclusion
type
of
of
the Civil War in
language.
1865.
The blacks.
Green Bay Packer Reggie White, disco singer Edmund Silvers, and rapper Young Buck are all
Young
from
Buck
Tennessee.
is from Tennessee. Wow,
According to
good.
ABC News, the most popular black names in America are Deshaun. Now we're going to remain in the South as we visit our next blackest state in America, Virginia. Here, the percentage of blacks
Virginia.
is 18.8%. That's 2 percentage points higher than in Tennessee. Brown versus Board of Education protests first started in Virginia. Those protests led to an end of racial segregation in public schools. Tennis star Arthur Ashe was born here. Chris Brown is a Virginia native. He's been in and out of trouble with the law. According to ABC News, the most popular black female names include Imani, Ebony, Shanice, Aaliyah, Precious, Jaquandisha, Booty Isha, and Diamond.
By the way, he's the article that he's citing. On the names that he cites, those last two, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, but I just wanted to be very clear. He invented those, okay? Those are not real name. He invented those, and he's mocking black names.
We're going to move on to our next blackest state in America, and it is North Carolina. In North Carolina, there are just over 10 million people. More than 2 million are black, giving North Carolina a 21.2% black population. TV personality and writer Star Jones was born in Baden, and singer-rapper Jermaine Dupri grew up in Nashville. While doing research, I stumbled across an article that specifically talks about how the black population uses Twitter in a very unique
here
way,
we go.
and even use black tags to form tighter clusters, retweet each other more often, and use more @replies as a means to dominate conversations on Twitter. There's even a forum.
Who gives a fuck, dude? Honestly, black people Twitter. Yeah, by the way, I'm aware of this subreddit, and it's pretty funny.
On Reddit called Black People Twitter, which focuses on this unique trend. Which of American states has the 7th most black Americans? Delaware. In Delaware, 21.3% of residents are black. The black population in Delaware has increased by 10% in the last 10 years. Delaware State University in Dover is a historically black university where there's a
Am I the only one who finds that weird how he calls them
Delaware was the
blacks?
first state to join the Union in 1787. It was also considered a border state, but Delaware didn't abolish slavery for good until the 13th Amendment passed in 1865. According to the black publication The Root, the main issue the black population is too ashamed to talk about are the disproportionate number of black-on-black murders.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Are the
Black people need to stop killing each other and talk about black-on-black crime. Holy fuck. Dear black people, murder is bad. I know you've heard this in every barbershop, church, and family event. What the fuck, dude? But there are people who rejoice in pain, crime, and death. First of all, oh my god, okay. Here's the lecture, okay? If you rejoice in pain, crime, and death, like, you're a psychopath. And only like 1% of people are psychopaths. Okay, so that means that 99% of black people out there are not psychopaths. So instead of analyzing black on black crime as black people just wanting to like murder each other because maybe that's what black people do according to these people, maybe you should analyze the social and economic issues behind black on black crime. I mean, it's just insane.
Proportionate number of black-on-black murders. According to the American Council on Science and Health,
here
the
we go.
murder rate is 4 times higher than the national average.
1350, yeah.
For the highest black homicide rate per capita. Our next blackest state in America is Alabama. In Alabama, 26%,
good
or
old
1 in 4 residents,
Alabama,
is black, which is twice as high as the national average.
Did you know the city of Black Alabama
Oh, no. You all need to see this shit. And fuck, I didn't even notice this on the Hispanic video, but I think the little map right here had a like a Mexican hat, because of course, like, all Hispanics in the US are Mexicans, right? There's no Cubans, no Puerto Ricans, like, they're all Mexicans. Now he put like an afro on the thing right here, so it's
85% white?
I did not know that, Mappy. Thanks for the research help, buddy. Perhaps the most memorable historical black
how
event in
funny.
Alabama took
A
place in
city
Montgomery.
called
In
Black is
1955,
like
Rosa Parks stood up
95%
against
white.
racial segregation by refusing to move to the back of the bus. That led to a chain of events in which President Lyndon Johnson's Civil Rights Act in 1964 outlawed racial segregation for good.
I really think he believes he's doing a good thing right here because, I am mentioning the bad, but hey, look, here is Rosa Parks. So that's good, right? No, dude, that's fucking not.
Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis, activist Angela Davis, superstar athlete Bo Jackson, and musician Clarence Carter are all from Alabama. Clarence Carter had a big influence on music that persists today. According to Wikipedia, the stereotypical black-infused music is rap and hip-hop, but blacks influenced musical styles ranging from country to jazz and classical. Where is our 5th blackest state in America? It's South Carolina. In South Carolina, 27% of the population is black. According to an article in Time magazine, there are several prevailing stereotypes regarding black hairstyles, including the straightening or pressed comb, cornrows, afro style, and dreadlocks. Where is our next blackest state in America?
Why?
Maryland. The main reason Maryland has a large black population is because of Baltimore. Maryland's total population is 5.2 million. 29.3% of the population in Maryland is black, and 65% of Baltimore's 620,000 residents are black. Since we're talking about DC, we should mention that according
no. No, 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 he did it. He did it. Oh, that's amazing, dude. Come on, let's hear it.
To lots of polls, Donald Trump is getting
Lots of ball, yeah, lots of balls.
more and more support from Black Americans as the 2020 election approaches.
Okay, yeah. So there we go. There we have it. Some of the exit polls, which it's not the results themselves, but some of the exit polls show 87% votes for Biden. Is 12% a victory? Do they really think 12% is like, yeah, we nailed the black vote this year. We only got 12%. You know what? That's actually probably true. Like they probably think, 10% of black people voted for for like Trump in 2016 and 12% voted for them this year. We're slowly winning the black vote. We're slowly winning the vote of the blacks.
Let's move on to our next blackest state in the U.S. It's Georgia. Georgia's black population is 31%, which is almost 1%.
Oh my God. Dude, I refuse to believe this is the best he can do when it comes to footage of Georgia.
Higher than it was.
He has the good old Georgian flag, which of course has a Confederate banner on the flag itself. I was like, yeah, this represents the state of Georgia, which by the way, it's not true. I'm sure Georgia is a great state and there's a lot more to it than just its old flag, which includes a Confederate flag in it.
10 years ago. In terms of actual numbers, there are 3.1 million African Americans in Georgia, second only to the state of Texas, which has 3.8 million black
Good
Americans.
old Texas, hell yeah.
Union City, an Atlanta suburb, has the highest black population in Georgia at 86%. Savannah, Georgia is 56% black. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta. He was an American Baptist minister and activist who became the most visible spokesperson and leader in the civil rights movement from 1954 until his assassination in 1968. As such, Atlanta is home to the National Center for Civil and Human Rights.
Oh,
Other
really?
famous people from Georgia are singer Kanye West, actress Raven Simone, and singer Ray
Kanye
Charles.
West is from Georgia.
Research was conducted on crack use in America among the black population, and thus a crack index study was completed in 2014. Georgia.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about, man. He does a good thing and talks about MLK, and then here he is speaking about crack use. Holy shit. But wait, what is he even trying to say here? He just said, some of the states we talked about, Georgia, Delaware, and Maryland, just have very high crack use. Do what you want to do with that information. What the fuck, bro? Like, there's also New York, New Mexico, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Connecticut. Like, this doesn't have anything to do with black people. It's just, 3 of the states we talked about on the list are here, so, might as well mention it.
We mentioned 2 of those states.
I mean, it's hilarious,
Moving
man.
on,
It's
we come to the
super funny.
second blackest state in America.
Louisiana, come on.
Louisiana. In Louisiana, 32% of residents are black, which is a 7% increase in the last 10 years. According to the ranking website Wall Street 24/7, Louisiana is the 7th worst state in America for blacks, citing a low number of black Americans who own their homes, high black unemployment rates, high poverty rates, and the fact that African Americans in Louisiana are
Bro, if you actually cared about these issues, if you actually cared, okay, I could respect that. But you're just only mentioning, 1, to make your video longer, okay? And 2, because you have a point that you want to make. That's why you mention all the stereotypes, all the bad statistics. You have a point that you're trying to make. I'm not going to say what it is, but I think most people can see through it.
Are 5 times more likely to go to prison than any other state. Overall, the black poverty rate in America is still where it was in 1970.
Yeah, there we go.
The slaves who were brought to Louisiana brought with them their cultural practices,
and again, what does that mean? What are you trying to say? At least have the balls to say it,
languages and religious beliefs rooted in spirit and ancestral worship, which were key elements of Louisiana voodoo. Today, voodoo still has its influence in Louisiana. Jambalaya, gumbo, and other southern soul voodoo. Today,
the worst part of this, look at the streets over here. This pretty much looks like London.
Voodoo still has its influence in Louisiana.
But hey, what do I know?
Gumbo and other southern soul foods have their roots in Louisiana too. Which state is the blackest
Mississippi,
in America?
Yeah, come on.
It's probably going to be right here. Yep, Mississippi. In Mississippi, 37% of residents are black, which is 3% higher than it was 10 years ago. That's my book report on the blackest states in America. Here's my bibliography. Thanks for watching.
Holy fuck. The worst part is that there is no biography on the description. There isn't. Amazon Music, Google Play, iTunes, yeah. There literally isn't any biography. Now, let's look what he has to say about white people What is our guess? Is he gonna mention like bad statistics or like bad stereotypes? Is he gonna talk about drug use on the white community or some white communities in some very poor states like Kentucky or West Virginia that are just like really fucked up? Is he gonna talk about it? I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe we can give him some credit at the end. And we can already look by the comments what's the kind of people he attracts on his videos. It's okay to be the way God made you. Okay, I think we all know what he's trying to say there, but that's not a hate comment. Okay, spoiler alert. There we go. It's okay to be white. Okay, I don't think anyone is saying that it's not. Holy shit, we must preserve the existence of our people and a future for white children. What the fuck? This is literally like not even the like 10th comment. It's that like the 10th comment and like we already have like some white supremacy shit. Gosh, okay, so now we know what kind of people is attracted to this video, so let's watch.
Give it to me, baby. All the girls say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Now, minorities are becoming much less of a minority, and white people are made fun of and picked on every day. Being white
What?
is so...
That is not true. That is not true at all, dude. You just made like 2 videos on blacks and Hispanics making fun of them. So, okay,
less
maybe
cool than
he's
it
gonna
once
make
was.
fun of white people.
Did you know that in 1950, 90% of America was white? Now, white people make up about 2/3 of all races in the U.S. By 2050, that number will be less than half.
There we go.
So that begs
there
the
we
question.
go. Like he's very clever. He's not smart, but he's clever. And like he's not giving his opinion, but he's like, oh look, white people are gonna be half the population, less than half the population, huh?
Which states are hanging on to their whiteness the most? You could probably make a pretty good guess. It's the places where white people are still doing what white people do. You know, hunting, fishing, golfing, and being white. So grab your
being
Starbucks
white,
and stop
we
playing
know that,
Fortnite for a
okay?
few minutes as we look at America's whitest states. Our first stop on the white tour of America starts in, unsurprisingly, South Dakota. Here in South Dakota, the white population is 82%, and 10% of the population in South Dakota is Native American, since there's some pretty big Native American reservations in the Mount Rushmore state. Oh, I've got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases. Everyone knows that cowboys are mostly white, so it's no surprise that the cowboy state
Everyone knows that cowboys are mostly white. Again, like not true.
is
That's
our ninth
not
whitest
true.
state, is it? Cowboys are a total white thing. They love
Nope,
roping,
no,
riding, and
they're
mutton
not.
busting.
It
For all
is
those who are
totally
not
not.
aware of what mutton busting is, it's when a kid tries to ride a sheep
You should
around
go to
for about 8
Mexico.
seconds.
Plenty of cowboys
Here in
there.
Wyoming, 84% of the population is white. Only 1% is black, and about 2% is Native American here. Most people in Wyoming listen.
Gosh, all these. First of all, as someone who was raised in Mexico, all this talk about being black and what it means, and being white and what it means. It's just very strange. Don't get me wrong. There's racism in Mexico. There's white people in Mexico, and there's racism, but there's not like an identity that surrounds being white in Mexico. There's not an identity that surrounds being like mixed race in Mexico or being like black in Mexico. And in America, it's just like I've heard over the last 30 minutes, I've heard like the word white like a million times and the word black like a million times.
Listen
Like,
to country music too, which is
on.
another white stereotype. Additionally, you can bet that there's a lot of people who go camping and hiking in Wyoming, since that's something mostly white people do too.
what?
Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum.
Yeah, Sweet
That's a song
Caroline.
that
Oh,
only
yeah.
white people love, right? Neil Diamond. While some people might think those are redneck things, we won't stereotype here. Not this channel. Do white people like basketball and chicken? Because that's also
No,
what
yeah,
Kentucky is well known for.
totally. You
Let us know in
wouldn't
the
do
comments
that.
below. We move on to another cold state, North Dakota, where things are definitely mostly white. Here, 86% of the population is white. She thinks my tractor's sexy. Of course, Iowa has to be on this list, because when you think about Iowa, you think about farming first and then wrestling. Both are very white things to do. After
Again, that is not true. That is not true. As a Mexican, I can tell you wrestling is a big thing here. And didn't he just mention on the Hispanic video that like a quarter of all farming jobs are had by Hispanics? So like,
Texas and Missouri, Iowa
What?
is third in America for number of farms. Montana only has 900,000 people, and it would be hard to find less minorities in one state if you tried. Considering that 88% of the population here is white, to the northeast again, where we stop in the very white state
What are
of
the
New Hampshire,
statistics?
91% of people
What
in
are
New
the
Hampshire are
statistics,
white.
bro?
Like many other states in the New England area, farmers markets, Subarus, and granola bars are really popular in New Hampshire, and all are very much dominated by white people. And if you love barbecue, sushi, or tacos, good luck, pal. It's all steak dinners in these parts.
It's unbelievable how people find this funny. Not only because this guy is kind of racist, but it's incredibly so not funny.
West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. A whopping 94% of people in West Virginia are white.
He's gonna talk about West Virginia. You have to mention, and no offense to people from West Virginia, but come on, you know your state is a little bit fucked up. Come on,
Most
give
of
me
them
some
are
stats, bro.
Huge NASCAR fans, which is probably the most white sport in the
Give
entire
me some
world.
stats. Come
Kids are
on.
practically raised with headsets on in West Virginia. Other popular pleasure activities in West Virginia are eating coon, eating squirrel, and eating possum. All very white things. We're going back up to the
What?
northeast, and we're staying in this part of the country for the rest of our journey. Our next stop
No
is in Vermont,
stats,
which is
no
85%
nothing, no
white.
information about
It may not be a
drugs or
stretch to say that
crime.
depending on where in Vermont you live,
Nothing.
it's possible that you haven't seen a person of color in a couple months. If you're a person of color in New Hampshire, you're very lonely. You've got the white stuff.
Why? Why, dude? It's not like I'm Mexican. I only talk to other Mexicans. No, you're not. God damn.
Baby, you're the reason why I sing this song, the white stuff. Here in America, there's a pattern of migration that determines where people move. In many of the places we just talked about, traditionally there were no jobs, there wasn't a lot of heritage or culture to attract people of color to come to those states to settle. It'll be interesting over time to see if those migration patterns
Again,
change.
not true, man. Like, there's plenty of culture and heritage. First of all, as a person of color, like, I'm not attracted to heritage. So, like, yeah, where there's gonna be more fiesta and tacos, that's what I'm attracted to. No. And second of all, like, West Virginia had a lot of Scottish heritage. A lot of New England has English and Irish ancestry. New York and New Jersey have plenty of Italian culture. Like, there's no lack of culture in white states or white communities.
And all the other states we talked about will continue to do their white things in their little white bubble worlds. And will probably get hurt doing it too. The end. Hey guys, if you learned something new or you
Wow.
like this video, make sure to like it. And if you
Wow. That is crazy. No stats, no crime stats, no drug stats, none like racism, nothing, just nothing. The Hispanic and black videos were literally full of stats about how black people commit a lot of crime, how Hispanics immigrate a lot, how and nothing. Here, a white video, 9 minutes of pure nothing. Like, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe he thought it was a lot. Like, white people are gonna keep doing their white things and like being hurt. You see, I made a joke about white people. And then on the like black video, he's like, yeah, black people have like 4 times as high of a murder rate as other races. Well, holy shit. I don't even know what to say. I was gonna watch the most Asian states, but this video is already extremely long. Like, it's a 40-minute recording, and I don't want to edit the whole thing. But yeah, if you want me to react to the Asian video, which I am sure it's gonna be super bad, then leave a comment about it. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe, give it a like, comment what you thought of the videos. Maybe you didn't thought they were that bad. I personally am being honest. I thought they were bad. These are not the worst things I've seen on YouTube. Definitely not the worst things. But it's definitely kind of weird. Someone who's supposed to be making a video on the most black states and then ends up talking about crime and drugs. And then he does a video on Hispanic states and ends up talking about immigration and like illegal stuff. It's definitely very unsettling, especially when he made a white video and like no bad statistics, no terrible stereotypes, just a couple of jokes about being white, and that's it. That's very unsettling. That's again, you could consider it racist or bigoted, or you could just say, hey, maybe it was a little uncalled for. Whatever it is, it's definitely not normal. This guy is not doing what he's doing in good faith. And I think that's what we should all take from this video.